What's up, everybody? Welcome back. All right, so we've tested and played with a million different kinds of self-defense ammo on here, but today we have something a little bit different. So what we have is called the Inceptor, and it is a 9mm 65 grain, which is crazy light, target or practice round. And if you look at the actual bullet, you might notice that it looks quite a bit different than regular practice ammo, and that is because it's actually a plastic bullet. Now, it says on the box that it's copper and polymer matrix, so there might be some copper like infused in there as well, but you can clearly see that that is a polymer bullet. And obviously, I'm assuming that's why they're only 65 grains. Now, I wanted to get the Federal Syntech, which I've been asked about quite a few times on here, but I couldn't find any of those. And those are a little bit different. They're bright red, and I think they might be like 100% polymer. So we'll try to get some of those down the road, but today, this is all I could find, and they're very similar. Same basic concept. So this actually might surprise some of you guys, but when I'm out here making these videos, I'm usually carrying a loaded gun because we're out here in the middle of the woods, and you never know if like a rabid animal will pop up or something like that. And even though I'm usually, you know, carrying a bunch of guns out here, they're not always loaded, or if I'm in between filming something or whatever, I just like to have a loaded gun on me. So typically it has practice ammo in it 90% of the time, and we know that full metal jacket ball ammo will absolutely do the job if you had to use it. But I'm kind of curious about these because they're so lightweight and plastic. If you had to use a gun and all you had were these on you, would they be enough to defend yourself? All right, I got a few of these plastic bullets in my Glock, and I gotta say, when I picked up the boxes, these were at least half the weight of regular full metal jackets, so kind of curious to see how hard they hit the steel. Well, they definitely don't recoil very hard, but they don't sound a whole lot different. When they hit the steel, it sounds like real bullets. Let's try some real 9mm full metal jacket. Well, I retract my statement. These are definitely a lot louder when they hit the steel. So what's weird is the Interceptors are actually leaving bigger marks and taking off more paint on our steel than the full metal jackets are. These here are our full metal jackets, and then these are the Interceptors that we shot. So I'm looking on the ground here trying to find any pieces of bullet that might have bounced off the steel plate so I can find it to show you guys, but I can't find anything. I think the box says that they're frangible, so they're probably just like disintegrating on impact. All right, let's try this big pack of computer paper. We've shot these before, and they're pretty good at stopping bullets. I don't think it's getting through. Well, I was wrong about that. So I think a real bullet would get through that, but just to be sure, let's try it. So I apologize for how windy it is. Of course, on the day I decided to use this camera, the wind's blowing 100 miles an hour, but I've shot these before, and usually a regular 9mm will get through about 1.5 packs of this paper. So I just assumed that the polymer bullet wouldn't make it through one, and I was definitely wrong. But here is the exit holes on this. The one in this corner is our polymer bullet, and this is our regular bullet. So I will say the regular bullet looks like it did a little more damage. You can see that's definitely a bigger hole, but the plastic bullet still made it through that whole pack of computer paper. All right, let's do a little water test with it. I got 6 water jugs on the table down here, so let's see how many our little plastic bullet will go through. Pause the video and put your guesses down below. What the heck? I am drenched in water right now. What just happened? Oh my gosh. I'm 6 yards away, 7 yards away at least. I have never had water fly back at me like that. Look at this. What the heck? So I've done these water tests 100 times and I've never had water fly back at me like that. I don't know if it's something with the bullet or the way the water was sitting or what, but I did not think I was at risk for that. I got water on my camera too. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. But here is the damage from our water jugs. You can see it looks like the first one is all the way over there. Giant exit hole on that first water jug. Basically just split it in half. And then there's our entrance hole on the second one. And again, blew the entire back side out of it. We got an entrance hole on our third jug right there. Smaller exit hole. Looks like it's probably slowing down quite a bit by this point. Entrance hole on our fourth jug right there. And small exit hole. Entrance hole on our fifth jug. We're kind of going to the right here, which has given me not a good feeling of what happened to this bullet. There's our exit hole on the fifth jug. And okay, it looks like it did hit our sixth jug right there, but did not go through it. So it bounced off of the sixth water jug, which means that it was probably about to stop. So I will try to find that bullet. I doubt I'll be able to, but 5 water jugs is pretty good. That's actually a little more than I thought it would do. I thought it would probably go through 3 or 4 just because it's going so fast and it's so lightweight. But 5 is about probably what you would expect from a regular 9mm, so not too bad. And you guys got to see me get soaking wet on a freezing cold day in the process. All right, so I got one more test I want to do, and this is probably the most important one, and that is a ballistics gel test. So the gel blocks that we're going to use for this are my 20% clear ballistics gel blocks. You can see we have 2 of them here, and they do have wound cavities in them. And those of you that watch my videos know how much work this ballistics gel is, so obviously I'm not going to reserve new gel blocks for ammo like this, but there's enough room in there. We should be able to see them just fine, and if I place my shots right, we shouldn't have any problems. All right, let's do the regular full metal jacket 9mm first, and then we'll see how the polymer bullet compares. All right, so our full metal jacket went in right there. It's kind of hard to see in the beginning of the gel because of everything that's going on, but at about right there, you can see where our full metal jacket left the first gel block, went into our second gel block, and came to a stop right there. So over here from the top, you can kind of see it as well. And that is where our full metal jacket stopped. And this one got about 22 inches of penetration into our ballistics gel. All right, now we got the Inceptor, or however you say it. This is our little plastic bullet. And like I said, this is 65 grains, which is super lightweight. This is probably the lightest weight 9mm bullet I've ever shot. I don't think I've ever seen anything under like 80. So really lightweight, and it says it's going like 1,500 feet per second. So super fast as well. Let's see how it does in our gel block. Man, that recoil is like next to nothing. All right, so there's the entrance hole from our polymer bullet. And what's weird is you can see the entrance hole from our full metal jacket right there. And the holes are about the same, I would say, but this one did leave a much bigger mark on the front of that gel block, kind of like we saw with our steel plate. But over here you can see the wound cavity from it, pretty much identical to our full metal jacket. And it went all the way down the ballistics gel, left our first gel block, went into our second gel block, and it's gonna be hard for you guys to see, but it came to a stop right there, right behind our full metal jacket. And from over here, you can see that it's completely intact, did not break apart at all, and penetrated the exact same amount as our full metal jacket. So I don't know, that kind of surprised me. I guess I expected it to maybe penetrate less or even break apart a little bit because it's so lightweight and it's going so fast, but it performed about the exact same as our full metal jacket, and we know it went probably 21.5 inches because the other one went 22, and yeah, not much of a difference from our full metal jacket. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would say this ammo is absolutely effective enough to be deadly. To answer the question that we're asking in the video, maybe if it hit like a breastplate or a hard barrier or like a car door or something like that, it would probably break apart. but if the ballistics gel is an indicator of anything, it's pretty much a full metal jacket, at least in the test that I did today. So let me know how you guys feel about it. If you would like to help support the channel, I will post a link to my Patreon in the description box below, and you can visit me there and help make more videos like this possible. Obviously, YouTube just demonetizes all my videos, so any little help that I get, it really does help me tremendously. So I really appreciate all of you guys who do support me over there. And if you haven't and would like to, you can visit that link. But if you liked this video, guys, please smash that like button for me. I would really appreciate that as well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.